With this, we've come to the final session of today, and I think certainly one of the most interesting ones. Today, we've spoken about regulations, advertising, deposit limits, and much more. But one thing that has been noticeably absent so far is product, the very thing that our industry sells to its customers, the players. Without product, would be no sector. And because of this, I'm very glad to welcome 3 executives who are not only very experienced in our industry, but who are also very product-focused. With us today, we have José Giacomelli, General Manager of MGA Games, Javier Sacristan Franco, Digital Operations Director at Grupo at Franco, and Miguel Lazaro Solana, Game Producer and Team Lead at Play & Go. Please make it to the stage, gentlemen. You stay here, please. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sit.
Miguel, you can stand, or you can sit.
No.
You can stand, or you can sit. So, we would like to do this as follows. We give each of the 3 speakers some time to introduce himself, and then we go into a Q&A session guided by myself here on the stage. So, José, please.
Okay, Willem. First of all, thank you very much, Willem, and all the Gaming in Spain team to holding us today for this final panel. I think everybody can be interested in our product in Spain, basically. Some kind of background about myself. I am co-founder of the online division from the MGA Group. MGA Group is a big group from Spain. Basically, we are working in land-based, okay? And in 2011, we get the certificate, the license to operate in Spain. So the online division has basically 2 things, the B2B and the B2C companies or brands. As B2B, I am the general manager of MGA Games right now. And also I have experience of the B2C part of the business, and we have a brand that is called goldenpart.es. Okay, about my background. We started operations as soon as we have the regulation in Spain, in 2011, basically. Then after that, as B2B, we start developing games for Spain, but sadly, we don't have the regulation in place for 2011, so we have to wait until 2015 to start operation as B2B, as MGA Games. In that moment, in these 4 years, we developed a platform for social gambling. We learned a lot of things working in this sector. We have a huge success developing video bingo games for LATAM and also for the north of Europe. It was really interesting for us. And well, as soon as we started with 2015 about our operation in B2B, we can develop our games and put it in all the operators in Spain. Basically, what we did in 2015, and we started the development of our product specific for Spain. Basically, one of our strategy is think global and act local. And basically, we are talking about localization. We are trying to make different products of the industry, and we are trying to put these products in the different countries that we are talking or we are focused right now. I explain about Spain, basically. For Spain, as you know, we have about 200,000 installed machines in Spain. Also, we have casinos, we have arcades. So Spain is a country with a lot of gaming. And our strategy in Spain was basically 2 things. The first thing is to put these special classic machines that we have in the land base that are unique, yet they are very different from the rest of the world. We have here in Spain some kind of machines with different features, with a different mechanics. And basically we copy these features and these mechanics and bring them online. This was the success of our strategy. And we started to work with a lot of operators. In fact, right now we have the 10% of the operators in Spain are holding our product. In 2018, we have the 15% of the market share in terms of GGR. Right now we are a little low. We have only the 11. After putting these special machines online, we started to talk with a lot of companies like G Games or Novomatic, and we bring online also very famous machines that we can play in land-based. The first one, it was the La Mina de Oro, one of our best products right now, then and now, basically. And in that year, I think it was 2017, also we released our first game with a celebrity. Basically, it was with Chiquito de la Calzada. It was a very big success for us. In fact, all the international operators know MGA games like the people from the Chiquito, basically. So it was very important for us. After that, we start to developing games with a lot of celebrities. I think we have about 40 celebrities right now in Spain. And also we close very important deals with other companies. One of the most important company or manufacturer company in Spain, that is Franco. Javier is here. We closed a deal to develop the joint venture, basically, to develop games together. And big titles from Franco, very well known in Spain, like Nomos or Santa Fe, right now can be played online thanks to this agreement with Franco. So basically, this is our strategy. Also, we are operating, or we are developing video games, basically because we have this adventure in the past with the social gambling. A very good product in Spain. It's working very well. I think they have the 20% of our GGR in terms of GGR, yes, in Spain. And also we are developing games, 5 real games, also mega ways and table games and so on. So this is basically what we are doing in MGA. Okay, next topic. How about the near future? Well, we are trying to develop good games every year. This year, as exclusivity for the game in Spain, we are working with a new game from Chiquito and the Olympics. So we will release it in summer, of course. Also, we have a new version of Nomos, and then we will release Nomos, a new version of this game here also in Spain. And well, basically, we are trying to, for Spain, this is our roadmap. We have 26 products this year. Also, we are working very hard to try to make the things, or the same things that we did in Spain, in other countries like Italy, Portugal, the Netherlands, Belgium, Ontario, and basically all LATAM. We are operating in Brazil, in Mexico, in Peru, in Chile, in Argentina. So we are trying to expand our frontiers more than the Spanish market. Finishing, talking about regulation. This, I think, is this last topic. About regulation, basically two things. The good thing for us right now is that the annulation of the royal degree of entornos de juego más seguro, or safe environments, for us is important because the celebrities can be again allowed in Spain. It's a strange thing for us because the DGOJ is certifying our games. They are approving our games with a celebrity inside of them. But on the other hand, it's impossible to make advertisement with celebrity people. So for us, it's a good idea or good thing right now because we have a lot of games with a lot of celebrities. And the other hand is the cross-operating limits of deposits that we are facing up right now in Spain, that we are looking carefully because we are really afraid about the impact that this regulation can have in our industry. And basically that's all. Sorry.
And I think an incredible trajectory for the company in Spain. José, please take a seat. Javier, you can stay seated. You can stay here. We look forward to your introduction.
It's all right.
Thank you.
So, firstly, thank you very much for having me, okay, for giving me a few minutes to explain a little bit about myself and about our company, our group of companies. So, I'm Javier Sacristan. I'm running the international division, okay, the international business division for the group, okay. We run the machines, the slot machines, as well as the online business taking part, B2B part, okay, being games, platform, and other products like ICS that we'll talk a little bit later. Okay, so about our products, our main focus is to improve how we create and how we develop those products, being made, how efficient they are, and obviously how efficient they are operated by our clients. Our main goal is to improve every operation and trying to make it as flexible as possible so each operator has and employs whatever they might need. Not every operator has the same needs, and we know that. So we are trying to develop, and we are actually developing a flexible and robust platform that allows the operator to modify or to use each module as they need. In terms of games, we are trying to expand our catalog, developing 1.5 games a month, okay? This year we'll be launching 18 games in every regulated market where we are. Those are several markets. It doesn't really matter in how many markets, okay? But basically our main goal with those games is to actually, to actually establish ourselves as a brand that is in as many operators as MGA. Those guys have done it very well. We are planning to do so, and we're working for it. In terms of platform, it's been quite a journey, okay, about it. Okay, so for the people that don't know about Franco, we've been manufacturing machines for the past over 55 years now. And in 2015, we decided to go into that venture of getting into the online business, by acquiring a platform developer. That was a MediaTek. In 2016, we started developing and having 100% finalized the acquisition. I believe it was 2016, 2017, where we started developing it. We keep improving it. And we have it, as of now, we have it certified for Portugal, for Spain, and for Colombia. In terms of our games, as I said, in several other markets. About the platform, how is it that it's not about how many markets you go, it's about how strong you are in those markets and how reliable you are for those clients. That reliability comes working very closely with every stakeholder that is involved in the industry. And one of those stakeholders, that is something that we will talk a little about later, is that regulator. How the operator operates with our platform and how the platform interacts with the regulator, it's key for the success of that operator and itself the industry success. What else to say? About me, I didn't talk up before. I've been moving myself a little bit throughout the company, as a rotational program after college, then moved to different positions depending on where was I needed. And for the past few years, I've been in digital and also with the slots. That's pretty much it. What's in the near future? In the near future is making the platform as robust as possible. Okay, we externalize, so the platform is composed by 3 parts, okay? That's Coliseo, that is our game server and aggregator. Then you have Iris, that is the platform itself, and then you have the ICS, the internal control system. That is what manipulates the data, okay, that the platform absorbs from any operation and maps it or structure it how the regulator wants it, okay? That ICS, that is quite important in order to give confidence to the operator. They will be complying with every regulation. It was quite successful when it was in Iris, so much that we decided to externalize it from the Iris from the platform itself in order to build a product by itself. Okay, that's the Power Vault. So now it can be integrated into any platform that want to go into regulations where we are certified. Portugal, Colombia, and Spain, as I said before. By integrating that, what do we offer? We offer the operator the possibility to actually focus on operation, on marketing, acquisition of users, taking care of that operation or the product that they have to sell. And we take care of the part of the regulator, how they analyze the data, how they receive the data, making sure that it complies 100% with the regulation. One of the key advantages that we offer is that, as for the people that don't know, okay, within our group we have 2 operations in Spain as well. So every piece of software that we launch, that we release, is always tested by us to make sure that what we get to our clients is 100% functional and with no errors. Therefore, that ICS is not just that I want to sell it and in order to be in as many clients as possible. It's that I want it working 100% properly, so my own operations, my B2C operations, have no issue with that regulator. That regulator being the DGOJ here in Spain, this RIG in Portugal, where we recently acquired a license, or in Colombia, where we have a very strategic partner as well. Therefore, we have that Coliseo, that is the game server that deploys our games. Okay, we are quite focused on trying to stabilize our games in several markets. Platform, that is the Iris, okay, is used by several clients, sports betting clients or full casino. And the ICS. Also, in the near future, from a B2B perspective, we'll be offering the sportsbook. It's been recently developed in the past few years by our partners. And that sportsbook, hopefully by the end of next year, this year, is already in one of our operations. As I said, we don't sell what we are not sure that is going to function, is going to properly add value to any client. So now it's in Just Casino. That is one of our operations. Surely in the near future will be available also for our B2B clients. So that's our whole portfolio of online products. We also develop slots in several markets, and with a group of companies, with Orenes, we touch every vertical of the. I believe that we touch almost every vertical of the gambling industry. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to extend myself. Thank you very much again, and. Miguel,
please take a seat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Super.
To complete this panel, I would like to invite Miguel to come to the stage. Welcome, Miguel. The floor is yours for the next 10 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Willem, for the opportunity and the invite, and thank you for staying here with us until the end of the day, all friends and audience. So first, myself, I've been working in the industry since 1999, so it means I'm turning 25 years old this year in the industry. So I have worked in both land-based and online products, mostly development of casino games, video bingo games, Class 2 in Mexico, AWP machines in Spain as well. I started in Recreativos Franco. And I was working for projects also for wide area jackpots and other systems, real-time systems in land-based for 14 years. Then we started Wanabet and our Franco games for online, and I've been working in the online industry for 11 years. Right now, I work for Play and Go as a game producer team lead, and my mission is to oversee 2 of the studios of the company. Play and Go has 6 studios around the world, 2 studios in Manila, the Philippines, 2 studios in Budapest, Hungary, and 2 studios in the UK. I'm in charge of the studios in the UK. I oversee the works of 120 people, and this year my teams will produce 26 games. Overall, Play and Go produces 1 game per week or more as an average, and Play and Go has presence in more than 25 regulated markets. So this means that the volume of a game that we have and the number of games is really a good portfolio, and we have a good roadmap ahead, planned with months of anticipation, in some cases even more than 1 year. So we know already the games that are going to be released in 1 year time. That's my background, very quickly. It's not the most interesting thing here to talk about. But now we are going to talk about our proposal for the Spanish market, which has 3 levels. The first level is Play and Go as the brand and the company. The second level is the portfolio, and the third level is the games themselves with the mechanics. So let me go through these points very quickly. Play and Go. We can start by saying that Play and Go's mission and vision is to be the best gaming entertainment company there is. So we put the focus on entertainment. This is super important because we think that the industry should be sustainable, and responsible gaming is at the core of our operation. So we don't believe in predatory mechanics, and we think that providing entertainment for players is the best we can do. And the brand is not only the incredible slots that we produce or we provide. The brand is also Formula One. Play and Go is sponsoring one of the teams in Formula One. MoneyGram has Formula One team. So if you are aficionados of the Formula One, you will see our logo on the cars and the cap of the drivers, their clothes. Next week in Malta, Nico Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen, the pilots, the drivers of the cars, will be there. So they will be signing and mingling with people, so if you are interested. And we have also Play and Go music. Why Play and Go music? Well, because it's entertainment, and that's the core, the vision of Play and Go. Play and Go music comes from the idea that, okay, we produce stunning games in all aspects. Visually, the sound and audible experience is really legendary. I can't imagine playing Play and Go's games without sound. So we created this Play and Go music, and we have artists and bands playing the original background music and soundtracks of our games. We have series of games, as I will speak a little bit more about in a minute, and we can have the leitmotif and common music for our games. You can listen to them in Spotify and other platforms. So this is our vision, entertainment, and what are our values? Our values are trust, energy, and quality. Just that, super simple. Trust. Trust is very important because it's the relationship we create both with the operators and both with the players. So they can trust in our product. We don't have predatory mechanics that try to drag all the money from players very quickly. We believe in entertainment, and this is the special relationship we create with operators, trust. And quality, of course. We try to put all our efforts in creating the most and highest quality slot games in the industry. Special things we can talk about for the Spanish market, which are not very well known, is that this special relationship of trust with operators has 2 advantages. First, we can create or produce bespoke games for operators. We have done it sometimes with some operators that are interested, and we can also co-produce games with operators. So if operators think, hey, I have these players, I think this theme or this mechanic could work very well in this market, so we are very keen on listening to them and co-producing the game and producing it together. So this is something really important for us. Then brand and company has been mentioned. Now our portfolio. The portfolio that we create, and we add more than 50 or 60 games per year, has more than 300 games, which are enough to provide an interesting gaming experience for any player. Different mechanics, different types of games. This portfolio includes legacy games that we have, super successful games, wherever they go. Book of Dead. So I came here to talk about my Book of Dead. Legacy of Dead. We have Moon Princess. We have Rise of Olympus. Rise of Olympus 100. We have Energuns, Rias Toons. Super successful games. Play and Go is pioneer in grid slots. We have several kinds of grid slots. For instance, we have Moon Princess, connect 3 or more vertically or horizontally. Or we have clusters, like for instance, Tome of Madness, right? So we have these legacy games. And we have also our internal IP series. We have the Dead series, Book of Dead, Scales of Dead. I don't know if you know it. I love it, that super legendary music. We have Arthurian Legends. We have Moon Princess, Merlin, plenty of IPs that we are creating constantly. This means, what does it mean for operators? It means that if operators are interested in promotions, they can bundle these games and have this amazing experience, entertainment experience for players. And finally, I'm going to talk a little bit about the games themselves, more detailed. We are coming with a proposal of innovative mechanics. Next week, we are releasing Spark of Genius. Spark of Genius is something that we have never seen before. It's a grid slot, which is not cluster, which is not 3 or 4 or 5 in a row. It's about connecting pipes. So it's a new mechanic we are introducing, of course, with all multipliers, with all additional features in the game, but this is a novelty. And we are, of course, making use of and capitalizing on the success of Book of Dead, Rise of Olympus, all these games that work very well in Spain to create more of this. So please pay attention to the next novelties that we are introducing in the industry, because there are many powerful games in this roadmap and portfolio that we defined for the next months to come. And that's more or less it. Thank you.
Thank you, very interesting, Miguel. Since we're all together on the stage now, I would like to finalize the session and finalize the day with some questions we've discussed before, but maybe I have some surprises as well to keep everybody on the tip of his seat. So let's speak about new products. So in an ideal world, and if there was wishful thinking possible, how would you differentiate your product if there were no or far fewer regulatory constraints? And in this context, we also spoke about live games. Volunteers for this question?
Okay. I will explain what I know about it. Basically, I think it's a very good thing in a regulated market as Spain to get new products. And we are trying to, and I am talking right now as operator, we are trying to get new products to our operation in Spain. And it seems very difficult, no? In the last ICE, I think 3 months ago, we have a little brief meeting with Miguel about it. And I can share with you basically what he explained when we discuss about new products for a Spanish market. And basically, we are thinking about the live blackjack, because it's some product that recurrently we are trying to bring to the operation for Spain. The curious answer from Miguel and Mr. Arana in that case was that nobody ask to the DGOJ nothing about new products.
Nobody asked him, or nobody asked the DJOJ? So, curious.
I don't
curious.
know. Yeah, it's a curious thing. And then he said, we are very open to see the new products or to evaluate new products if you send the information and documentation about it. So inside GA Digital, right now we are in the board of GA Digital, and we are working on this. And we are working with Playtech because they have a lot of experience in live products right now. And we send to the DGOJ all the information to try to get this kind of products live in Spain in the next, I don't know, years or whatever, no? But this is right now the situation. So it's a strange thing that the DGOJ said to us that nobody talked about new products in the last years, what is not it's not the real truth, no? So this is the situation right now.
We'll see. Well, we'll keep us posted. Anything to add, Miguel, Javier, to the new product question?
I believe, like, just something to point out. It's not about Blackjack Live or something. My comment is about, like, the new products should evolve with the market, and with the market should evolve the legislation, the regulatory. You know, regulatory body should understand what is the industry asking for and allow all these developers, like Franco, Play and Go, MGA, you know, to actually being able to put all those resources into create the products that the people are asking, you know. Because at the end of the day, either we develop it within the regulatory constraints or with the environment, better said, or people that are looking for something else that they cannot find here, they will find it somewhere else.
Following up on that, so it's about the same regulatory context, the regulatory constraints. How can you differentiate yourself in the market, working within the regulatory constraints? Sure, no product is one wishful thinking, let's say, or wish. But how can you differentiate yourself as a global or a local producer of games? You mentioned before, José, there's 4,000 slots in the Spanish market, 200 providers, and 25 releases per month.
Yeah, it's insane.
These are high numbers. How can you stand out?
I think that all these fashion things that we are involved right now in our society, about the quickly or fast consumers of any kind of product that we can get right now. It's very difficult for the providers to keep a good level of games, innovation, and blah, blah, blah in this context. No? Sorry for blah, blah, blah. In this context. But it's true. At the end, it seems that we are trying to co-organizing gaming or gambling here in Spain. I mean, as a provider, we are trying to do a lot of gamification, a lot of rankings, a lot of achievements, a lot of tournaments, and we are promos. We are trying to put our games in the upper left corner of the site. We only have 1 week to release the game because we have 20, 30 games every week to release. So in terms of investment and return of the investment, it's very difficult to keep this return of the investment for us. I think everybody here is thinking about it. It's the same for us. But at the end, we have to co-organizing gaming. I think the DGOJ is looking into it because at the end, we are co-organizing gaming. That is a thing that only can do the operator with a license. So we are trying to do our best, doing the best games and bring the best games to the Spanish market. Sometimes it's very difficult. Not always we have a Book of Ra, or we have a Mina de Oro Plus, or whatever.
That's a local perspective, Miguel, from your more global company background perspective.
Well, we try to differentiate ourselves with the entertainment value of our games, high quality. The reward for a player is not the prices that they get. Of course, this is important, but is the overall experience, the narrative, the player journey that we create with our mechanics and with everything in our games. So that's how we see that we can differentiate ourselves. We are against predatory mechanics that try to get this money quickly from players, like bonus buy. We think that the player journey requires some rounds until you get there, and like providing this overall super gorgeous, amazing experience is the way we have to differentiate our product.
Clear. Javier, anything to add?
I think that in terms of innovation, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I think that in order to innovate, so there are 150 developers doing, I don't know how many games, he said like 60 games a year, something like that, so that's too many games. To try to differentiate, I think that is key to try to gather as much data as possible from the operators, that is our direct client, but also from the end user, trying to understand that personalization, you know, of those key operators that actually you are able to cooperate with them is key. But how do we use that data that we try to gather is what's going to give us a little push in terms of innovation. Because at the end of the day, slots are slots, and there are so many more things involved into making a game successful or not. How you sell it, how you promote it, how you are able to position it, you know, in the eyes of that end user that is the player. That's kind of what is going to provide us the opportunity to innovate.
Okay, so intelligence as a tool to to differentiate. Moving on to the next question, and we spoke about earlier during the day healthy player behavior. You also spoke about your policy against bonus buys here. So how can player engagement tools be incorporated into games in a way that keeps this game sustainable from a player protection perspective? Any examples, any ideas? And I think Miguel?
Yeah, we can incorporate these engaging mechanics, sustainable. We have, for instance, this awarded game, Gerard's Gambit. When you have gamification, you have to go through different stages in the game, to go through a full-fledged slot with all wilds, free spins, and everything. And well, we've seen that this type of games is the one who has created the longest sessions for our players, and not meaning that they have to spend a lot, because it's just more time on the device, like more entertainment. This player is different from video games. They don't want to invest a lot of hours just mastering the game and knowing it, but just like instead of like this, like just a few minutes, if we can provide this gamification and engaging things, players beneficiate also with that. For that, we need that the regulators don't consider like this persistent state as something that harmful for players. These games are really enjoyable, gambling as well, but have the best of both worlds. Yep.
Javier, José?
I fully agree with what Miguel Angel is saying. So at the end of the day, we need to add something else. You go?
No, yeah. Basically, we are waiting for the entertainment tool. We are adding tools of gamification in our games. We are trying to get the final customer as a journey with our games. In that case, very difficult because of all the competitors and all the products that we have in the Spanish regulation right now. But this is more or less the same that Play and Go are doing. Yeah.
And gamification, for how long have you been? Because gamification is a word that has been around, but I think it has gotten a different meaning over time, and especially in the last few years. How long have you prioritized this within your offering?
Not right now. In our case, we are trying to work with the operator because we think that the gamification tools must be something between the operator and the provider right now. So we are basically working with a lot of operators trying to do different things or different gamification things to improve the entertainment of the player, basically.
Yeah, Play and Go has had games with gamification like for long. For instance, we have the Gemix series. There are levels there that you can achieve, and also accumulation of little jackpots for a bigger prize afterwards. We have also Viking Runecraft, super successful game with levels. It was just like levels, but yeah, that can motivate some players. I'm one user of these techniques that I get motivated with that, just achieving the next level, whatever. Maybe it doesn't give you anything else, but so yeah, Play'n'Go has it for quite a long time.
I think we covered all the points that we've discussed so far. Quite interesting. All your company have different backgrounds. Madrid background, Catalonia background, Swedish background. After many years, you all became a global player, so focus on LATAM, so focus on Northern Europe. How do you get there? How has your company gotten so far so quick? And just, I know we didn't prepare this, just a quick thought.
Well, our C-level is very, and the owners are very smart, and they believed in this entertainment value and in the online industry from the beginning, and they started the company 20 years ago, and they persisted and insisted, and then they got traction, and then right now, well, we have a very good share of the market.
For me, or for MGA Games, for us it's not easy to make some kind of internet, I mean, to go outside Spain, okay? Basically because our current strategy, this is localization. It's not easy in all the countries. So in Spain we have these special slot machines in land-based that we can recreate in online, but it's not the same in all the countries. So basically we are trying, or we are working with some kind of celebrities over there. It's difficult, or it's different because, for example, Chiquito de la Calzada, one of our best games in Spain, it's only sold in Spain. I mean, there is no other country that we can play there. So all the effort that we are making right now is for this specific product for each country that we are focused right now.
Javier?
For our Franco, like I wasn't at the beginning 60 years ago. I'm not that old. But I believe that they just saw the opportunity and worked diligently after it, you know, trying to gather as many people, good professionals around them in order to work in every single country where they went on. And I mean, they really conquer many places through hard work and believing, you know, like that's a very good story. You know?
Hard work, that always
hard
helps.
work, absolutely.
Hard work always helps. I think we are nearing the end of the session here, but I think there were some questions from the audience. And I'm looking at either Slido or direct questions to me. I think we have on the screen here. And we have a question here, so let me read it. As Play'n'Go is known for offering very high quality games, would you offer any advice to other providers, production teams? And I was actually going to ask you, Miguel, so you still live here, or you fly back and forth a lot? Is it remotely? So this question links a little bit into that question.
Okay, no, I live here. I live in Madrid. Play'n'Go has corporate entities in some countries like Malta, Poland, the UK, Sweden, Spain, and the Philippines, United States. So we can work digital first, as we call it. So Play'n'Go decided to close all the offices they had, and we all work remotely. They just keep the Sweden office. So we can work together if we want in co-workings, but yeah, it's remotely. I work from Madrid. And regarding the question, any advice? Well, there are a lot of technicalities I could tell you. If someone is interested, just reach out to me, please. But I mean, quality is one of our values. So if you want to create high-quality games or slot games, you need a good production pipeline, a methodology, some techniques that can be applied. Of course, quality comes with a cost. If you are up for it, go for it.
Yeah. Great. I think second question from the audience here. Do you think crash and skill games will be a key role in the Spanish market for the next years? Was a little bit going back to, but José, you're not saying no?
I think it's not a priority right now for the regulator. So Hopefully, we can start with this kind of games, but I think it's not an option right now.
Well, maybe he has not been asked, so maybe it's a matter of asking. Javier, anything to add?
I think that if the DGOJ was asked and they allowed it, I think that it would be interesting to see how he played.
Okay.
Since it's a market where he didn't play yet.
Last question, I guess from the room here. What is the single game that changed or influenced your entire product philosophy? Big question, maybe quick answer from right to left before we wrap this up. So Miguel, if you have an answer to what is the single game that changed or influenced your entire product philosophy?
Well, that's a very tough question because we have many games that influence our philosophy, but I would say that in general, the grid slots, like for instance, Tome of Madness. This month we are publishing Tome of Insanity, as a sequel of that, and like grid slots is something that has driven a lot of success for Play and Go. Yep.
Okay, clear.
Okay, for us
José?
it was. It can be our own product.
I guess.
Or not.
I guess.
Okay, for us it was the Mina de Oro. Mina de Oro for us it was a very good product. We was the first product that we get with an IP. We talked with G Games Novomatic. It was a development that they did in, I don't know, it was 2015, something like that. And it was our first big success in the Spanish market. So the product redefined all our development philosophy from then till now. Yeah.
So from a philosophy to your gold mine. Javier?
For us, I would say Nomos. You know, as I believe there were a few dozens of thousands of machines sold, and up to today we are still working with that brand or that game. Well, MGA has done one game, releasing a new one. In the near future, we have done the 5 reels of Nomos Respin that has worked very well and working in a few more varieties of that game. So absolutely Nomos, I would say that it was the key game that gave us in the entire product range. Yeah.
Good, very good. Thank you for your answer. Thank you for sharing your expertise and your introduction. Please stay on the stage for a moment, but a big round of applause for the 3 gentlemen here. Thank you.
Thank you.